Hey, this is Danielle, and today I'm going to be talking about a bullish setup in Netflix. So, why Netflix? Many of you will probably point out Netflix is almost near a new all time high. Well, that's exactly the point. So, typically, when you're trading options, you want to stick with relative strength if you're on the bullish side, and then relative weakness if you're on the bearish side. And in this case, this stock absolutely has a lot of relative strength because it's just below the previous high. It also has earnings coming up. It has a squeeze. It has positive volume. And if you look at the lower time frame charts, there's squeezes here as well. So I think there's a couple different reasons why we can trade this one. It's pulled back. It's hit that $700 price point. That's a key area of support. And typically, these stocks that are right near previous highs with squeezes are going to be the stocks that you can use to, just come back and hit another new all time high again. So, with this stock, I'm looking for it to stay up above the $700 price point. That's a critical area of support. So, you could come in, sell the $700 put credit spread, or you could target some upside targets. So we have a target here between 725 and 730. Then we have another target up here at 740. So I think that those are going to be some pretty decent upside targets, especially because we have earnings coming up. So if you look at Netflix, especially over the course of the past couple quarters, what you're going to see is that there has definitely been a bit of volatility. Like last quarter, it initially traded higher, but then it fell in the week before the report. Quarter before that, it initially traded higher, but then it fell right before the report. So it has not been as consistent as it used to be as far as a run into earnings is concerned. And that's why we're seeing an average of about 1% higher over the last 3 years. We can see if it changes it by looking at 2 years instead of 3 years. Not really. But the moral of the story here is that, when you have an earnings report coming up, it is typically going to be, just another bullish catalyst, especially if earnings has been doing well. So if you look at the last couple quarters, 3 out of the last 4 quarters, we've seen gaps higher. So that's a good sign as far as this thing continuing to trade higher. And the earnings report is on the 17th. So what can you do with it? Well, there's a couple different things you can do. I did start off just by selling some put credit spreads today. This is going to be where the earnings report is going to fall in the monthly series. October 18th. We have a 64-point expected move into that time frame. So, I mean, that could easily take you up into, 740, 750. The thing about Netflix options is because it's a $700 stock, is they're just really expensive. So, if you wanted to buy a Delta 70, you're looking at like $5,000. That's going to be a little bit higher than what I would like to risk on this trade. So I just went ahead and sold a $500 put credit spread. I sold the 710s and bought the 705s. So essentially, the idea is that, Netflix squeezes, fires to the long side, it trades higher the week before the earnings report. And then I can buy back my spread for, I can buy back my spread for less than I sold it for. So if I sold it for $5, try to buy it back for like $2.50, $3, something like that. I could also place a bullish butterfly in this series. I think that 750 is probably a little bit too high. So I think 725 or 730 would be an easier price target to use for butterfly. But either way, I think that looks like it's going to be pretty good relative strength bet to the upside in Netflix. So if you have any more questions, you can follow me on Twitter. My account is Trader Danielle. You can also follow me on YouTube, or you can find me in the trading room at Simpler Trading. Look forward to seeing you there.
Hey traders, thanks for watching this video. If you want to make sure that you get all of our free trading content, make sure you hit subscribe and also give us a like and comment down below. If you want to learn more about us and if you want to join us for live trading in real markets with real money, make sure you go to simplertrading.com where you can join us for more info. Thank you very much and have a great day.